Another sprint or a surprise. Anything's possible.
Is it a Van der Poel day?
We will see. There's a lot of things possible today.
I like this kind of races, a hard final, up and down. So that's good for me.
Will you have your eye on Wout van Aert?
Well, not only on him.
I'm getting better and better during the race.
The finish itself really suits me, but it just depends how they race everything beforehand.
The harder stages before the sprints is always a bit better for me. I think today will be chaotic from the start.
It's an exciting stage. I really don't know how it's going to turn out.
This is your captain speaking. Phil sat next to me as a co-pilot. Flight to Limoges. We'll take the seatbelt signs off shortly after takeoff. We can make sure we're relaxed. We'll be serving drinks today between kilometre 15 and till 10 k's to go. You shouldn't ride in the back of the peloton. You will feel the wind definitely tail right hand side, and it's gonna strengthen the peloton a lot. So don't start in the back. Don't start in the back of the peloton. Nobody.
After a fast-paced start, 3 riders got away. Anthony de la Place for the 3rd time on this tour, Anthony Turgis and Tim de Klerk getting into the breakaway for once rather than chasing it. They quickly opened up a 5-minute gap as things settled into the usual rhythm. Mathieu van der Poel did try to shake things up after the intermediate sprint, attacking with a small group from the bunch. But Jumbo-Visma were clearly keen to set this one up for Wout van Aert and soon closed the gap. And then a moment of drama in the peloton, a crash with devastating consequences.
Le 191, Mark Cavendish est pris dans la chute. Chute de Mark Cavendish.
Oh, Cavendish down, and this is not good news. Cavendish is holding that right collarbone. The end of the dream of the record of 35 stage wins in a Tour de France.
Dream my whole life, like, I'll start getting emotional if I talk too much about it.
Mark Cavendish, the Manx missile, matches Max. 34 wins in the Tour de France.
It's given me the most incredible career, the most incredible life, the most incredible memories.
There's nobody can match the speed of this amazing kid.
I know that you can only try, and we'll keep trying with everything we've got and see what happens for not just today's stage, but every sprint opportunity we get.
After a day yesterday when he had everyone on their feet screaming at the screen, thinking the Manx missile was about to hit 35. Look at the face of Cavendish and the realization that it's over. Mark Cavendish has abandoned the Tour de France on the road to Limoges.
Well, the show must go on, and Turgis was finally brought to heel inside the last 10 kilometres. It would be an uphill sprint, and certainly not one for the faint of heart.
53 kilometres an hour as they make their way into the race finish, way ahead of schedule.
And it seems to be Galopin doing a big pull there with Kirsch on the wheel and Jasper Stuyven. Pedersen stuck to the wheel. But look again, Cofidis moving up. They did really well on that circuit in Nogaro.
Looking back, here come the team of Intermarché, Circus 1T, looking after the interests of Biniam Girmay. Matti Moric moves forward in the colours of Bahrain. On the front now, Cofidis looking after Brian Cockard. It's 1,600 metres to go. Nico, what comes up and where do we turn?
We turn at the first time just after the kilometre bar. You take the first left, and then you take straight away a second left at 800, and this is the beginning of the climb as Alex Kirsch takes the front. Jasper Stuyven on the wheel, Pedersen in third, but just look at the speed of the Destiny Lotto on the right.
Underneath the red kite, 1,000 metres to go on stage 8 of the Tour de France. Alex Kirsch on the front.
And it just looks like Van der Poel has Philipsen on the wheel. So it's going to be a different scenario than what we expected this morning. Most likely Van der Poel is going to go with Philipsen.
And it looks like the green jersey is going to try and take his 4th win in the Tour de France this year. That would be incredible. He'll have won 50% of the stages if that's the case. Here's the climb now. Kicks up a little bit, downhill, then up towards the finish line. We're getting set, 500 metres to go. Right in the centre, it is the team of Jumbo-Visma, UAE with Trentin, Christophe Laporte, Wout van Aert tucked in on the wheel, Mathieu van der Poel is there, but Philipsen is looking set. Pedersen goes, Wout van Aert, Pedersen left-hand side, Van der Poel with Philipsen, Van der Poel, Mathieu van der Poel, here goes Pedersen, Mats Pedersen is going for the finish line, Jasper Philipsen looking to try and win his 4th stage of the Tour. It's a drag race all the way to the finish of stage 8, and it's going to be a win. Mats Pedersen wins the stage into Limoges.
I won, but oh man, it was a long sprint and this uphill kick was really painful. So I was this close to sit down with 50 meters to go, but yeah, I think Jasper had to do a pretty good sprint to come from behind and make it that close as well. So yeah, tough one, but doesn't matter if you win with 2 meters or 1 centimeter.
Pedersen taking his 2nd stage victory on the Tour de France, and unlike last year when he won from a small breakaway, the Dane saw off some of the best guys in the world, beating Philipsen and Van Aert for his 4th win of the season. Jumbo-Visma couldn't get the victory for Van Aert, but they still have Vingegaard in yellow. He's 25 seconds clear of Pogačar before tomorrow's big showdown on the Puy de Dôme. Philipsen was finally beaten in a sprint for the first time at this Tour, but still snaffled 43 points towards that green jersey. He's over 100 clear of Coquard, with Pedersen moving up to 3rd. Paulus was able to take it nice and easy today, but tomorrow is bound to shake things up in the mountains classification. Pogačar would no doubt love another prestigious stage victory tomorrow as the race continues, but sadly without one of the biggest legends in Tour de France history.
It's a really shame. I think everybody wants to see him go for one more win.
I would have loved to see him winning the 35th and taking the record by himself instead of having to share it.
It's so sad that such a legend have to finish the Tour like this. I wish all the best for Mark, and hopefully I can do the last race he's gonna do as well to honor a legend.